All right, everybody's hit that dreaded shank. Everyone hates when it happens. This week, I'm gonna give you the reasons that players hit shanks. I'm also gonna take you down the road to never hitting a shank again. Join me this week in our Shank Fix. All right, guys, so we've all hit that dreaded shank every once in a while. This week's video, I am going to help take you through the 3 primary causes for it. Now, there's 2 major ones that I see a majority of the time when I'm dealing with players who have shank issues, and one that crops up every once in a while in really high handicap situations. But the first shank situation I'm going to talk about is the player who struggles controlling their hand path. Now, a lot of players get in here and they start pulling the club way too far down and then shoot it out late. Now, when we're shooting it out late, that forces the path way into out, and in some cases can expose the hosel for the player. If we start exposing that hosel, that can lead to the dead shank instantly. So that's something we want to get under control. Now, a lot of players do this because they don't get the right position at the top of the backswing. If they go up too steep, then all we can do from here is pull down and attempt to shoot out. You see that a lot with early extension. Those are a matchup that you see that can lead to the big shank. So if you're a player who goes up really vertical, pulls the club down, and then starts shooting it out really late in the downswing, that can be a major cause of a shank. That's an easy one to identify. Hey guys, if you're enjoying these videos, please do me a huge favor. Hit the like button, leave a comment, tell me what you're struggling with in your swing, and definitely hit the subscribe button. We are building a great community and I appreciate everyone's support. Some players hit shanks because everything's working too far out. When they get in here and they get too much depth, they get really flat in the backswing and then just try and pull everything out, and that shoots everything too far out in transition and exposes the hosel. That's an easy one to tell on video too. If you start seeing yourself getting tons of depth, you know that is the cause of your shank. There's nowhere for the club to go except for just shooting straight out into the hosel. Disastrous result. Another major reason I see players hit shanks is because they struggle in their transition keeping their hand path tight enough. You can have the complete opposite problem of the player who's pulling the club too far behind them. If the club gets in here and starts ripping off the body and cutting across, we can start exposing that hosel. We know players tend to start opening the club face when they get in here and they start moving too far over the top, right? When that path is cutting across, opening the face is the only thing that's going to give us a chance to get that club moving back to the target. Once we start getting ourselves in a position where it's wide open, the hosel once again can be exposed to the golf ball. So that's an easy tell if you're looking at video. Do you see yourself in transition getting in here and just working your hands far away from the body? If you do that, you can go back and start fixing everything by getting a little bit better depth and learning to keep your arms tighter in transition. Now, the third reason we see for shanks is the player that has no control over the club face. Now, this is a rarer case, but it does happen. A lot of high handicappers get in here and get the face so wide open and have no way of closing it. They don't know, and they just expose the hosel. Like I said, that's rare, but when it does happen, that can be the horrible shank that just goes dribbling off to the right. So if you're that player, you need to understand wrist to grip matchups, right? You probably have a really weak grip. You probably need to get this V more over at your right shoulder for a right-handed player, or your wrist gets in here and has a super extended look at the top of your backswing. So if you can get that face more under control, then you're going to be in a position where you're not exposing the hosel through impact. That's one that you can really easily see on camera. If you're coming down, you see that face looking like this where it's pointing up dead to the sky at P6. We're probably in trouble and we need something to rapidly close the face, but it's going to be hard to do. So if you're the player that gets everything too far behind you and you flip out, you now know what to look for. If you're the guy who gets in here, cuts that club too far out, cuts across the golf ball, you know what to look for in your shank mix. And if you struggle with that club face, you can see it on camera what you're doing. Once you identify what your major issue is in your golf swing, we can start getting you some drills to fix that. So this Tuesday, I'm gonna come out with a drill video, just a drill shank fix, and I'm gonna give you drills to fix each and every single one of those issues. Go record your swing, see what's causing your issues, and let's get them fixed. Hope to see you Tuesday. Hey guys, if you like this video, please like and comment. I come out with new content every Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Thanks a lot, you guys.